Hey dudes, Matt Easton here. So I've been asked several times, and obviously that's what the purpose of this video is as well, what computer games I play. And basically, you know, I've played not very much these days. I used to play a lot of IL-2, Sturmovik, with all of the sort of upgrades added to it, a 1946 version with other mods. And pretty much the only game I get time to play now is Mount and Blade Warband, the Napoleonic Wars version, although I do play the normal Warband version as well, and I pretty much only play multiplayer. I don't get an awful lot of time to play, but if you play, this is the Mini Siege server, and if you ever play on the Mini Siege server, then you can find me and kill me, and my player name is Captain Alfred Hutton, who of course is a Victorian fencing master. But let's just have a little look at the Mini Siege server. This is one of the old school maps, and it's essentially it's kind of like a fort with a lighthouse by the coast. One side, this is siege, so let's go attacking. There we go. I'll be French. Vive l'Empereur. Do you love my French accent, by the way? I think it's pretty good. Vive l'Empereur. Here we go. So you start in a ship if you're attacking on this map. You're basically attacker or defender. If you're a defender, this starts at about 15 minutes, this clock, and you have about 6 lives. As a defender, you have 6 lives, and you have 15 minutes to defend the fort. It's essentially that flag up there. You have to make that flag go down by occupying the space where the flag is. As an attacker, you have unlimited lives on this, and you just basically keep charging and keep killing the enemy. Let's just charge on up there. Let's see what happens. Ah, there's someone aiming at me. Dodge around. Ah, bastard, someone shot me. You shot that motherfucker. Right. Deploy bayonet by pressing X. The thing I like about this game is you can block. Look. Block head, block right, block left. Ah! Jump. Block low. If someone's going to stab like that at you, you hold the weapon low to block. If someone raises the weapon up like this to stab, then you block up. If they swing a sword at your left, you do that. If they swing a sword at your right, you do that. Someone spawned behind me and killed me. Obviously, I'm not playing properly at the moment. I'm talking to you guys. Ah! What a stupid place to spawn. Okay, if you fall into the water on this, you're dead. There we go. So off I go. Oh, there's an axe. You can pick up things that are lying around. Big axe. You can hit people on your team, but it does you damage, and it does them a bit of damage, and people get pissed off with you, so don't do that. I want to throw away this axe because it's stupid. There we go. Throw away axe. Redeploy my musket. So you can stab with the bayonet and block. So you block with the right mouse button, you charge a blow with the left mouse button. If you press X, then it now switches it to a missile weapon and you can aim again. Okay, so up these stairs. Oh, something that's quite frustrating about this game is how slow the people move around. They run at a jog, and I suppose the excuse is they've got a heavy backpack on. Ah, there's people hiding up there. Right, let's shoot some of these people. Oh, look, there's a rifleman just lurking right up there. Let's see if I can... Ah! Look at that guy. Who's that? Etanam. What a coward. It's my observation that some people play defender all the time and they are massive cowards. No, really, I do a mixture of defender and attacker, but you have to be prepared if you're going to go attacker to just attack, die, because that's basically how you win. I'm just looking at, I don't know why I'm looking at the it's like a reflex action, looking at the scores. Sergeant Pepper and Pendulum are currently doing very well. There's Quebez and Hansel. They always score very highly. Yeah, I came to that game late. It lasts 15 minutes, this map. Let's see what map's next. Oh, I think it might be the cavalry one. I hope it is. They've recently updated. It is awesome. So I'm going to go Defender. Russian. I have to be this time, I'm afraid. And Lancer. There we go. Yep, that's right. I am one of those bastards that likes to go Lancer. What's really funny, so these Molotov cocktails over here, if I look down, broken vodka bottle, they actually explode like a grenade, and you can pick them up even as a lancer, and you can ride at the enemy and lob flaming bottles at them, which is quite funny. Shall we do a mad charge? Look, because you're filming, I'm not going to be precious about my lives. I'm just going to go for maximum entertainment here. So I'm just going to charge. So I'm supposed to be a defender, but I'm going to charge behind enemy lines and see if I can take anybody out. Ah, there's a bloody dragoon. I hate dragoons because they shoot your horses. Let's hope he's a bad shot. Yes, good. So a dragoon is someone who rides a horse but also has a gun. And oh, it's too far away. Oh no, those infantry are going to... there we go, there goes my horse. Get my sword out. Right, who's going to try and come and kill me first? So I got shot, sabred and lanced basically within the space of half a second. That wasn't very entertaining or very much fun at all. One thing you have to say about Mount and Blade is coming into it as a beginner, it is I think quite a tough game to get to grips with. You can't really just run around and, like, if you look at games like Call of Duty, you can't just run around and kind of, you know, spray and pray. You just can't do that with a musket that takes ages to reload. Oh, right, okay. I'm going to do more of a... What's my lag at the moment? No, it's not bad. My ping, rather. My ping's not bad. I can't complain about my ping. It's quite good. I don't know where this server's based, but I always seem to have quite good... stupid. Kill this horse, it's always fun. It's kind of the easy option with it as a lancer to kill people's horses. The problem with being on a horse and fucking dragoons. So dragoons are the biggest type of cowards because they have a horse and a gun. I actually very rarely go dragoon because I kind of find it's you're carrying so many weapons. It kind of they tend to be not very good as cavalry. Dragoons have slightly slower horses, and they're also not very good at shooting because they tend to have, not all dragoons, but a lot of them tend to have short musketoons or carbines, which aren't very accurate very far. My side's not doing well at all. I might switch to infantry because I'm finding it very difficult to concentrate and talk at the same time. That's one of my dragoons shooting one of their dragoons there. When I say my, I mean obviously someone on my side. Right, let's see. There's always a dragoon aiming at me wherever I go. I freaking hate dragoons. And it never helps when your own team kind of ride into you as well and kind of stop you dead in your tracks. Yeah, so what I was going to say about these horses is they do sort of pick up momentum. Oh shit. Oh dear. Right, let's get out of there. I was expecting it to be occupied by friendlies and it's not. It's occupied by enemies. Always fricking dragoons killing my horse. Just riding over me. When you get ganged up on, it's basically impossible. Fucking hell. What was that? Two infantry and 3 cavalry coming over. Right, I'm going to switch to infantry because I'll live a bit longer as infantry. Wow, I have literally never filmed and played a game before, and actually it's really difficult to concentrate. I'm honestly not that shit in general. I'm not saying I'm good, but I'm not normally this bad. Right, look at that. I've died 3 times and only killed 1 person. How horrifically embarrassing. But, you know, I'll put this online anyway because I don't have that much ego about it. Right, let's shoot some mofo. Little lancer. Missed. So the muskets in this are quite interesting. They can be relatively accurate, Killed him. Bayonets. Bayonets are super overpowered in this game, in my opinion. You can literally kill a horse and its rider with one bayonet stab if you place it right, which is a bit ridiculous. In terms of the accuracy of the muskets, they're fairly accurate. Real muskets, incidentally, are also relatively accurate. The problem with the muskets in this game is they have a randomizer to them. So if you aim at a given spot, sometimes it will be accurate, and sometimes it will just a bullet will go astray. Now, is that accurate? I can't think of another word. Is that true to real life or not? Well, kind of. So the cartridges that they had at this period were, generally speaking, paper cartridges, and you bite the end off, pour the powder down, and stuff the paper and the bullet down the barrel. So actually, the bullets weren't a very tight fit to the barrels, so therefore they could indeed be pretty inaccurate. However, if you actually have a bullet or a ball that's sized to your barrel, then muskets can actually be pretty damn accurate up to about 100 yards. I've shot people. I haven't shot people. What am I saying? It's really difficult to concentrate and play. I have shot targets of kind of person size with a smoothbore musket at my shooting range. Yes, and it's not that difficult, basically. However, if you're moving and they're moving, it makes everything harder. I don't know how many of you watching this have ever done something like paintball or airsoft, but it's surprisingly difficult to shoot people when you are moving around. Shooting at a stationary target, or even shooting at a moving target when you're stationary, is much easier. Yes. Ah! Right, you bastard. I'm gonna so stab you now. Someone else got there first. Right, I'm going to pick that sword up as well. Haha, I've got a sword! Just because it's nice to have a sword. I often just pick up a sword to wear, kill a horse. It's actually worth killing the horses in general, because bear in mind most of the people attacking us at the moment are cavalry, and if they get their horses killed, they're going to look for another horse to jump onto. So if there isn't another horse to jump onto around, your chances of being able to kill them are increased. However, I do know that some people like to, got him, Xenios, I killed you. Some people do like to, oh look, I'm doing a bit better now, 6 kills for 3 deaths. That's not too bad. Ah! I was bouncing off the fence and couldn't reach the guy. Right. Come here. There's always a Dragoon. Whenever life gets annoying, there's a Dragoon somewhere to be. Yes. When people ride over you, it does do you damage. You can just knock people out just by riding over them. Right, reload by the fence. Always good to hide next to a fence, because the cavalry, if they ride into it, just kind of come to a halt then. Damn it. Oh, that horse rode into me. Ah! And right, sorry for the little cut there, my battery ran out. Shot the horse rather than the man. It's interesting, you get lots of kind of ideas about historical warfare and the realities of it. It sounds really stupid playing this game, but there are certain things like, if you're aiming at an opponent and they're moving around on a horse and you've got a loaded musket, you've only got one shot really before they're going to be on you. Shot him, Captain Puff, killed you. And so you have to make a choice. Do you aim for the man or do you aim for the horse? Now, if you shoot the horse, they might come down onto the ground and still be flailing a sword around. They may potentially still be a big threat to you. But if you shoot the man, it's a smaller and harder target to hit, but obviously they'll be dead. So potentially you might have a horse to sell. So it's interesting. You get little insights into. Obviously, it's not real combat, and I don't want to pretend it is. But you start to think about things that you wouldn't necessarily think of otherwise. See, that was a good example of what I was mentioning earlier. I killed the horse and the man with one bayonet stab, which frankly is ridiculous. I understand why they made bayonets a bit OP in this game, because otherwise cavalry would be too OP. So it's to try and balance out. I love shooting people when they've just fallen off their horse. It's to try and balance out the kind of power of the cavalry, because Mount and Blade, as you might guess from hooray, we defended. Oh look, now I'm third from the top of the board. There we go, 13 for 3. I've redeemed myself. Let's go and grab a Molotov cocktail and I'll show you what they do. Get out my way, get out my way. Other people always get to them first, bastards. Right, there's one left there. And you never get to it in time. So, wait for the charge. This is like the charge of the light brigade. Let's go in a forward trench. I'll tell you what, to make it even more interesting, I'm going to run over to... Oh, come on, slow coach. God, they're so slow at moving. I'm pretty sure I can run faster than this guy. In fact, I know I can. Right, so we're going... This is like a kind of outlying fortification. Trying to get behind me. I see what you're doing then. Oh. Ha. Killed him again. I think that was it wasn't me that killed him. Who killed him? Someone else must have stabbed him at the same time as me. What was I talking about? I don't even know. Oh look, there's a 1796 light cavalry sabre. There we go. Look, 1796. Woo! One of everyone's favourite sabres. So reloading time. It's not that realistic, but it's not that unrealistic. I think they've actually got a good... I'm rubbish at parrying sword blows, by the way, and the fact that I just managed to parry a sword blow, I'm really happy with myself. Look at that person over there. Right, let's reload. Okay. That was rubbish. Got to shoot ahead of the target. Kill that horse. Reload. Oh wow, okay, so that's interesting. I got hit by a cannonball and there I am. You might be wondering, how on earth did Matt get hit by a cannonball? Let's just adjust the camera slightly so you're not looking at the back of my head. Right, so these cannons, if you're an artilleryman, can be loaded and fired, and the cannonballs bounce, as they should, doing, doing, doing along the ground, not like in lots of movies where they just go boom and a big white cloud of smoke. You can do shells from mortars, but in this case cannonballs bounce as they should, and in that case a cannonball boing, boing, boing along the ground and obviously hit me. Now I'm a bit dubious about the physics of that, because I'm pretty sure I was standing behind an earthwork, but there we go, it's a game. I love it when people just stand there while you shoot them. Right. Reload. It's trying to do a sneaky thing. We see what you're doing there. So that flame is from a Molotov cocktail that someone's thrown. It's useful to keep those Molotovs in reserve for when someone's hiding in a trench or in a building or that kind of thing. They're not very good in open space, because you can, if someone just throws it into open ground, you can just move away from it. It's no biggie. You can change the view as well. So I've been looking in third person. You can change it to first person. And usually when I'm not distracted by talking at the same time as playing, if I'm shooting, I'm usually doing first person view, because you can aim a bit better like that. But for close combat, it's generally speaking, look, I'm way down on the leaderboard now. Although I am equal with the person who said, in kills at least. Yeah, so for shooting, generally speaking, first person I find a bit better. Third person's better for hand-to-hand combat because you can see what's coming from the side of you, which I think's fair and realistic, because in real life you don't look like you're looking through binoculars or through a tunnel. You have peripheral vision, and this is something that's very difficult to simulate in computer games with hand-to-hand combat, is peripheral vision, and that of course is why we have third person, I would say. Damn it. So the job of the attackers here really is just to keep swarming, charge of the light brigade style, to keep swarming this defence, and that was a close one. I nearly got my head lopped off then. Oh. Yes. Got run over by a horse. Yeah, just keep swarming the defence and try and get enough men around that flag that it starts to go down. So long as there are defenders around the flag won't go down. You have to kill the defenders around the flag and then stand by it for it to go down. So essentially it's all about swarming that flag. So it does become a bit one-dimensional, because obviously a real siege is not about that, but if we did it like a real siege with starvation and disease, it would be a pretty boring computer game, wouldn't it? So right, I'm going to sign off in a minute because I'm sure this is starting to get boring for you watching, but damn it. I don't know why I keep looking at that. It's not because I want to be at the top, I just want to know how many people I've killed, and I've killed 16 people so far. Stab that horse in the bottom. It's always fun. Incidentally, so I do have a little sidearm, a little hanger or briquette here, and they are just, what's good about them is you can just parry all day. They don't break, they don't anything, but they're really short. You have to get really close to hit people, so I'll just throw it away. There we go. Reload. It's interesting that infantry at this time in the Napoleonic Wars, some infantry from some countries still carried a short sword, sidearm, and others just didn't. British infantry very rarely did. British tended to trust to their bayonets. But the Austrians, for example, or Russians as we are here, did piccolomini. Sorry buddy, just killed you. Yeah, the Russians did, and the French and various others did often equip their infantry still with hangers. Why? It's a good question. Maybe one for a future video. Walter van Castel just killed you. Oh no! Right. Yeah, it's a good question. Why did some infantry in some countries still have hangers? You know, famously, it was said that people used to chop up wood with them and use them for anything apart from as weapons. I just don't really know why they retained them, but there we go, they did. Right, I'm going to sign off now. I hope this was kind of interesting to watch, and I recommend that you come on the mini siege server of Napoleonic Wars and come and stab me or shoot me. There we go. Killed Arvin, last person to die, 19 people dead. Bye! Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and feel free to follow us on Facebook.